May I come in?
Please come. Come, please sit down. Mr. Vishwajeet Gupta.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. First, you had to greet us. You have not greeted the board. Good evening. Namaste. कुछ और बोलो. आप थैंक यू सर बोल रहे हैं. थैंक यू सर ठीक है. पहले आप नमस्ते आपको बोलना है. उसके बाद हम बोलेंगे बैठिए. ठीक है बैठिए.
Good evening, sir. Namaste, sir.
जो भी है एक करिए. जो गुड इवनिंग और नमस्ते. डोंट से बोथ. एक जो भी आपको अच्छा लगे.
Right, sir.
प्लीज सिट डाउन.
Thank you, sir.
You are from Madhya Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Which part of Madhya Pradesh are you from?
Sir, I'm from northern Madhya Pradesh, Datia district.
Close to Bundelkhand?
Yes, sir. It is in Bundelkhand region.
Are the dacoits active in Bundelkhand now?
Not anymore, sir. The administration has been really firm on that issue.
We used to read stories about Man Singh. And now, as a student of political science, tell me something about the theory of David Hume.
Sorry, sir. I have not read much about David Hume. He is not a part of our syllabus. Also, I haven't read about him in my graduation also. So, I'll go back and read about it surely, sir.
No, it's a part of your syllabus because I have myself taught about David Hume. But let's get on to Locke. Explain the theory of Mr. Locke.
Sir, John Locke is one of the social contract theorists, wherein he propounds that the state comes into existence through a contract between citizens and the state, wherein citizens grant some of their powers to the state, but not all. These powers include right to legislate, right to execute, and right to adjudicate. So, by granting this power to the state, the citizens make the state powerful and capable to make decisions on these subjects, but not entirely giving their entire powers. So, citizens reserve a right to protest and to have a say in the administration as well. Sir, the American administration, the US state, is based on the philosophy of John Locke, wherein he talks about a representative government.
Now, with regard to the new education policy, there's a lot of focus on the local language and focus on vocationalization of education. There's a third very important feature, which is a point of focus. Can you tell me what that is? Anyone, very important.
Sir, if I can recall correctly, the third feature would be the distribution of classes. We have shifted the structure from the 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. So we have shifted it from there to 4 plus 3. Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
No, it's not. Sorry. With regard to the current events of today and your choice of services, you're looking at the foreign service as your second. At Davos, there's been a lot of talk about Gaza, the Board of Peace. Do we have to pay a $1 billion to get into the Board of Peace? What are the conditions?
Sir, Mr. President in his Board of Peace has invited more than 50 countries.
But only
19 have signed, or they were present at Davos. Sir, India has adopted a wait and watch approach. Sir, the $1 billion membership it is to be paid in the first year only to have a permanent membership in the Board of Peace. Otherwise, any country which is joining will have a membership of 3 years. Sir, India has adopted a wait and watch approach.
Good. So has Russia agreed to pay $1 billion?
Sir, Russia has actually argued that US administration can take the $1 billion from the frozen assets that the Biden administration has frozen. So they won't be paying anything extra.
Where are the tripartite talks going on between Russia, Ukraine and the US?
Sir, they are going on in United Arab Emirates, UAE.
And what is the result?
Sir, I believe the talks are ongoing. Yesterday was the second day. I believe it is still ongoing, sir.
Still ongoing with no conclusion.
Yes, sir.
And there is also a lot of talk about the T20 World Cup. Where is it going to be held? And Scotland is now making its entry. In whose place?
Sir, the upcoming T20 Cricket World Cup will be played in India and Sri Lanka. Scotland has been named the official replacement for Bangladesh because...
What is the stand of Pakistan?
Sir, Pakistan was the only country which opposed this decision in the ICC board. Sir, the Pakistan administration argued that...
Is Pakistan going to be in the World Cup?
Yes, sir. Pakistan is going to be in the World Cup, but they won't...
Pakistan is withdrawn.
I read about it in the newspaper.
Yeah, it is withdrawn.
Vishwajeet, draw a 2-day program for me, starting how do I reach Datia for 2 days. Where I should stay, where I should take food, and what would be the place of interest in and around Datia.
Can I think about it?
Oh yes. But Datia is your own place, but do think about it. You want to organize it.
Sir, if I have to create an itinerary for 2 days, visiting Datia and the nearby places, sir, traveling from Delhi, we can just take a train directly to Datia. It is a 6-hour journey, which is 382 kilometers. Sir, I would suggest getting down at Datia in the evening, staying overnight there, attending the Ma Pitambra Aarti, the Pitambra Shaktipit Aarti. Sir, after the overnight stay, one can go to, in the next day, they can visit Jhansi, where we have the Jhansi fort and the historical relevant places regarding to Maharani Lakshmibai. Sir, after visiting Jhansi in the evening, one can also attend the Orchha Ram Raja Temple Aarti. They can stay in a local Madhya Pradesh local tribal homestay scheme which is being promoted by the MP government. Sir, if a person wants to extend their visit by staying overnight, they can stay there and attend the Panna Safari the next morning, and thereafter they can conclude their visit.
Tell me, what is the uniqueness of Sri Ram Raj Mandir? How did it come? Ram in Ayodhya and now in this place, Orchha.
Sir, Ram Raja Mandir in Orchha is probably one of the only temples in India wherein Lord Ram is worshipped not as a deity but as a king. So the story goes back wherein
Very briefly.
Sir, the rural Mubarak Shah had an argument with his wife because they followed different sects of Hinduism. The queen, from there, she went to Ayodhya and convinced Lord Ram to come back to Orchha. Sir, there was a grand temple construction there as well. But in the excitement of bringing Lord Ram back to Orchha, the queen placed her in her own palace, and that's where the temple is right now.
Why wasn't shifted to the temple which is now there? Why could not be shifted?
It is the Chaturbhuj temple, but it was one of the conditions of Lord Ram that once I am settled somewhere, I will not shift.
Very good. Now, you have been in Delhi.
Yes.
Tell me first thing, Delhi College of Arts. You don't have hostel.
Sorry, sir, can you come again?
The place where you did your BA, Delhi College of Arts and Commerce. Yes. It doesn't have hostel.
Yes.
How difficult the life was, and what was the excitement to continue there?
Sir, the college choice was itself very exciting for me because I got an opportunity to study at Delhi University. The college does not have an hostel of its own. Sir, we used to stay in RK Sector 13 in a private accommodation. They converted into a paying guest accommodation. Sir, the excitement part of it was that we had to manage things for ourselves. Sir, we had to arrange our own food, we had to arrange our own security, we had to take care of our belongings, we had to take care of our travel and transport. So all these things actually meant that we learned a lot of things during our college education.
What you learned in this college life, how it will be beneficial as an administrator, managing finance, managing everything in 2-3 lines.
Sir, staying independently in a hostel or PG means 2-3 things. First of all, you have to take care of your routine, you have to take care of your chores, you have to take care of your finances. Sir, all these things, when we extrapolate them on an administrative level, these things have to be managed on a day-to-day basis in city administration. Sir, we have to take care of the budget, we have to take care of the law and order situation, we have to take care of the routine work that is going on. So all these things can be extrapolated and understood in a better manner.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Vishwajeet,
Yes, sir.
you just recalled 2 programs by the union government launched for the cleanliness and clean water.
Sir, for cleanliness, the union government pressurized and emphasized on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And for supply of drinking water, we have the Jal Jeevan Mission.
There were 2 instances coming from your state MP. When in Indore, there was a tragedy related to contaminated water. And the one in Bhopal, where there is Vellore Institute of Technology, students were protesting against the contaminated water.
Yes.
And many of them got jaundice. No. So, how will you, do you suggest that is something wrong with the programs, or some suggestion you will made for the implementation? How will you improve that such thing, the people get clean water?
Sir, the cases in Vellore Institute of Technology and the area in Indore, sir, they have different reasons. Sir, in the case of Indore, it was an administrative lapse, but there was also the issue of age-old pipelines staying in that area. So the pipelines that have been laid there are over 100 years old, and moreover the narrow streets and the congested area may make it difficult to renovate those pipelines. So in case of the Vellore Institute, I think it was probably an administrative lapse. The complaints of the students regarding dirty water should have been addressed appropriately. So as an administrator, first of all, my priority would be immediate supply of clean drinking water to the residents or the students. Secondly, I would like to ensure a proper checkup mechanism on where the contamination is happening, why is it happening, is it because of some leakages or some contaminants present in the pipeline. So third would be redressal of that issue, and fourth would be a long-term measure to create awareness and responsiveness in the administration as well as the people. So as long as people are aware and they have adequate facilities to raise complaints and address their grievances, I think it will be the administration responsibility to respond more proactively.
Indore was voted as the India's cleanest city.
Yes, sir.
Second time. So people are well aware. They are cooperating in the cleanliness.
Yes, sir.
So what you will do more than in creating awareness?
Sir, cleanliness and water supply are actually two different aspects of administration. So the local municipal corporation has been actively doing that work. Sir, the issue in Bhagwatipura area has been primarily of an illegal construction taken place over the Narmada pipeline. So that caused leaching of acids and other contaminants into the water. So that has to be taken care of. So the administration can also utilize the geospatial technology and the nano robots, so for detection of any leakages, for the monitoring of pipelines. So these can be used, sir, by the administration.
Recently, Supreme Court ruled that investigation agencies cannot force the lawyers to reveal the client's details in the criminal investigation. Where is the authority for such a ruling?
Sorry, sir, I'm not well read on the subject. I'll read about it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, Vishwajeet, you have mentioned that you like reading detective English fiction,
Yes, sir.
right? So, can you name some of the most recent one you have read?
So recently I've been a fond reader of Agatha Christie. The last one I read was The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Before that I have read Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile, and Then There Were None. So these are some of the recent ones.
So the recent one that you read, what was the plot of that fiction?
So The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, the interesting part of that plot is the narrator of the story is the one who convicted the crime. So while reading and going through the entire novel, I was trying to figure out who did it, but it turned out to be the one who's the narrator.
Now, have you heard about this term recently in news, mother of all trade deals?
Yes.
So what is the scale and scope of this trade deal?
Sir, the mother of all deals being referred to is the India-EU Free Trade Agreement. Sir, it is called the mother of all deals because of the large scale of this deal. Sir, it covers around 2 billion of the population. Sir, it covers quarter of the world's GDP. Sir, we see an interaction between two of the largest trading partners among each other. Sir, the India-EU trade currently stands at around $136 billion. So that in itself is a big number. Sir, moreover, it also provides opportunities for migration, mobility, goods and services, transport, ease of connectivity, sir, ease of access to the technology.
So Vishwajeet, out of all these benefits, what would be the most important benefit that would accrue to India?
Sir, there would be two things that I can think of right now. First would be the access to European markets. Sir, it will help us deal with the tariffs that have been imposed on India. Sir, secondly, it will be the migration and mobility agreement, because it will ensure that our population is well settled there. They do not have any issues regarding their work experience.
In terms of access to European markets,
Yes.
which economic sectors of India would benefit the most, or which industries would benefit the most?
Sir, I think it will be a combination of different industries, but if I have to point one right out, sir, it will be the service sector. Apart from that, our pharmaceutical sector and our...
So moving on, Vishwajeet, you mentioned school cleanliness campaign, right? You led that. So what activities you carried out? What were the specific actions you took, and what was the outcome of that campaign?
So this campaign I have actually highlighted in my DAF is because of its persuasive nature. So the issue was that the school was conducting these Swachh Bharat Abhiyan missions, and we were doing regular cleanliness drives, but there was still garbage on the campus. So I tried to figure out as the head boy that why is it happening. So it was primarily because the higher secondary students were not following the rules. They were openly violating these norms and discipline standards. So what I tried to do was I tried to convince the junior students, the students from 5th to 8th class, or of 9th and 10th class, to put a moral pressure and an obligation on the senior students that whenever they see someone disposing garbage in the open, in the courtyard or in the ground, I would just humbly request them to go out there, ask them not to do that, and pick up the garbage themselves. So this persuasive action and this mission actually worked wonders. So the school was able to conduct its cleanliness drive very successfully within 2 weeks, and the principal of the institution actually commended me on that.
So now you said that there you used persuasion, right? And definitely while implementing laws, many times, always a policy of punishment or that is not possible, right? Enforcement is a challenge. So let's say you are enforcing this cleanliness drive at a larger scale for segregation of waste in your district, okay? So what kind of persuasive approach you would take so that people segregate their waste properly?
Sir, waste segregation at source is one of the major requirement for having a smooth garbage disposal system. So to persuade citizens, I think there would be two approaches that I'll adopt. So first of all is to convey this message very strictly and properly to the households that you have to segregate your waste before giving it to the garbage picker. The other side of this problem is the lack of awareness and preparedness in the garbage collectors also. Sir, if I may quote a personal example, I put out my waste in a segregated manner, disposable and non-degradable waste. Sir, but the garbage picker himself picks it up and puts them in the same bag. So
yes, so that's my question. That already government has this policy, they are informing the people, right? So persuasion is not working. Then what is alternate to that?
Sir, I believe persuasion is not working because the right channels are not working. Sir, if the garbage picker himself asks them to segregate the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste, the households would also be appreciated and they would also be encouraged to put out these efforts. Sir, if I may quote the example of Indore.
Don't go to examples. You're not giving a lecture.
Right, sir.
So, Mr. Gupta,
Yes.
we've come to the end of the interview. Okay. Now, let's look at the feedback.
Right, sir.
You are a very good candidate. You got everything going for you. I was very impressed, to be very frank. Good fluency and polite, courteous, well-groomed. Everything is fine. 3 or 4 things which I would like to tell you. You got time. You can be careful. You have a tendency to say right, sir, after every question. Who's right? You're right. He's right. I'm right. What do you mean by that? It's like a certificate for the question. Yes, sir, once in a way if you want. Not right, sir. Definitely not right. Okay. I think it's a habit with you, or you speak to yourself. It should not come out. Now, second, if I ask you about something, you can say, I don't know. Or you can say whatever you know. Or you can make a guess based on what you think you know. Don't say it's not a part of my syllabus. I am not here to interview based on any syllabus.
That is true, sir.
There's no syllabus here.
Really sorry, sir.
Okay. So that's a very, very peculiar statement. The first time I'm hearing from somebody. Okay. You're a student of political science in college also. At least, if you are not that, I can say, okay, engineer, maybe syllabus. Okay. Then thirdly, new education policy. You should know. If you don't know, that means you are not up to date on current events. Pakistan thing, yes, you may be right or wrong. I may be right or wrong because it's going up and down. I was just trying to provoke you. They are saying they will not join India. The ICC has threatened to boycott. All kinds of things are going on. Till the last minute, we don't know whether they will join or not. On Board of Peace, you are quite correct. Right. But on Ukraine, you are not. NATO is out of the window now. There's no question of NATO. NATO is gone. There's no question of joining NATO. Again, you are not up to date. There are only 2 sticking issues. One is security guarantee, more or less sorted out. Other is Donbass. Russia wants the whole of Donbass. They have conquered 80% of Donbass. They want the remaining 20% also to be given to them. Whereas Ukraine is not willing to cede territory. So that is the sticking point.
Vishwajeet,
So wrong answers should be avoided.
rightly says interrupted you when you started giving Indore as the example. To my all questions were pretty long. You don't have, most of the time, which you could have avoided. I simply asked what you will learn from to address financial management, time. These are the examples. You're not giving this, number one. Number two, prepare on the Datia. Similarly, I have to tell you their story in short. Simply, I may not even remember the name. The queen went, she requested, and Raja Ram said, where you will put, मैं वहीं बैठ जाऊँगा. Finish. That is how much? 2 lines. So do that. Read about Indore came, you wanted to explain. Do that. Otherwise, you have a beautiful smile, you are a very friendly person, apparently. All that is in your favor. आपने जब last time interview दिया था, how
What is score? Yeah.
Sir, it was below average, sir.
How much?
It was 120, sir.
क्या आपने argue किया होगा? You have a tendency to argue. I have written.
Which board was it?
General Shukla's board.
Did you argue with him?
No, sir, I did not.
Then I don't know. इतना कम तो नहीं देता है.
There was any current affairs you missed, they asked and you were not able to answer them?
Sir, I believe I was not adequately prepared. The interview came in the first week.
See, this time since you are a student of political science international relations, so something is happening in the newspaper, they expect you to know. Like I asked you recently, Supreme Court said that you cannot force to give evidence, lawyers to give evidence against the clients. So this is the Article 20, right against self-incrimination. These broadly, you should know as a
Yes.
political science and yes, otherwise you are a good personality. I hope you will score well. Wish you all the best.
Another thing, when you say, what are the good trains which go to Datia? Everyone gets down and all trains get down and Jhansi being the stay point, then people go to Datia. Is there any good train to Datia?
Yes, sir. There is Vande Bharat has a stoppage at the...
Oh, Datia. Okay.
Okay, so Vishwajit, most of the points are highlighted. One thing I would like to say is be to the point. For example, I asked, what is the scale and scope of mother of all trade deals, right? So right away, you answered it, but first you took a couple of sentences telling that this is this. Right away answer that this is a deal with EU, with covering 2 billion people and 25% of global trade, right? So be straight and to the point.
See, now since you told me that you got 120, let me give you a few tips. First, don't argue. Two instances today. One you argued with regard to Hume. It's not a part of the syllabus. Okay. And then Pakistan you also argued. What are you trying to say? No, I don't think Pakistan has withdrawn.
Sir, I read it in today's newspaper that Pakistan...
Maybe you read it.
Yes.
Question is, see, you are not trying to change the position. Whatever will happen, Pakistan will play or not play. But your answer should be based on something. So don't argue. That's my suggestion. I'm only giving you 4 tips by which you can improve. Firstly, don't argue. Second, greet properly. First thing you missed. I wanted to tell you that. Now you missed. When you came in, you said namaste, good evening. You never wished. And then you sat down and said thank you, something. The whole thing was a mess. Formal. You must be formal. Secondly, you think it has become a conversation. When you're talking, for example, how many for example? Who's asking for examples? You're not giving a lecture here. Grad picker aa raha hai, wo for example, ye kar raha hai, wo maine dekha hai. Kya hai? Who's bothered? It's only 25 minutes. They have to evaluate you. They don't have more time. The next candidate is waiting. That is the third. And the fourth, knowledge. Wrong answers. One wrong, and one more thing, let me tell you, they have big egos. First problem. Second problem, they have too many candidates. 2,500. They have to select only 1,800, whatever. So if you are out, somebody will be there. Makes no difference to them. Makes a big difference to you. You have to study for 1 more year, isn't it? So do well, work hard, learn more, and be courteous.
And you know, Vishwajeet, what sir said, out of syllabus. I will tell you, in one of the parliamentary committee, one question was asked to secretary, and secretary said, it was not in my time. All MPs, I am telling you, all MPs grilled him. Ask him by what is it during his time. Similarly, syllabus may be out of, what is out of syllabus?
Yeah, there is no syllabus for the interview. There is no syllabus for the interview. वो तो समझ गया. चलिए, thank you, all the best.
Okay, all the best.
I hope you learned your lesson. ठीक है. तब भी मैंने 180 दिया मोटिवेट करने।
ये सेविंग करके जाना, कोट वोट पहन के जाना है, टाई एंड कोट ये।